This is why your dog died. If you go off Twitter and didn't neglect your dog, it might still be alive. Feed your dog first. Dead emoji.
Oh yes, yo chicken bros, what's up? It's your boy Smile here coming at you with a brand new video. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about a serious issue going on around Twitter about a YouTuber by the name of That Star Wars Girl. Apparently there was an article that had popped up and she had said LOL on said article, and because it wasn't the most PC thing to do, she was like heavily hated on. I don't know the exact words to use here, but I will be showing you a bit of the video she had posted, and at the very end I will give you her advice, which was some pretty good advice. But first, if you're new to the channel, could you give me a like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, make a ring a ding ding. I try my hardest to bring you guys awesome daily content, and I'm going to be streaming today at about around 8 o'clock tonight. So don't forget to check that out, and let's get into today's video now, shall we?
A lot of the times, all the people that come after me are, doing it from behind a block button. That's right, guys. They lose their goddamn minds about something that I said, and then they go and they talk shit and block me so I can't see it. I get a notification saying that like there's another tweet or quote tweet or comment, but I can't even see it. That tells you all you need to know about these kind of people. But so this is what Adorator says. Look at the harassment YouTuber That Star Wars Girl is receiving from woke Marvel fans today. They're encouraging suicide. Now I didn't see any of those, which I mean, that's stupid, but I mean, I like how if you say one thing, like my really good friend Cecil, he said a cartoon character had a face and he got permabanned.
I cannot believe I have to say this. Don't tell a woman to off herself because you disagree with her. Don't go to that extreme, because then you look like the bad guy. And your opinions will be neglected because where's the argument? You're just blocking her and then hating on her behind her back, which makes you look like the bad guy. For all I know, you have a good criticism. I know nothing about this content creator. I've never seen her until this video that just so happened to be on my For You page. That's the biggest point here. And if you actually had an argument, you would be talking about this to her face. So I don't even know if you have an argument. Maybe instead of hating on this person, we talk about and get down to the issue. That's something that gets on my freaking nerves. People want to hate in their own little bubbles on whoever is against their side of the status quo. It's annoying. And I am glad that she can handle that kind of stuff. You know, people in my line of work, which is also her line of work, have to deal with hate all the time. It is a simple reality to our line of work. And we understand and can handle that. As soon as I start getting hundreds of hate messages, I'm going to be okay with that. I can live with that. I know how to deal with that kind of stuff, but not everyone does. And when you get that level of bashing on you, that's a problem. Because nobody deserves to be bashed on that much. I might not even deserve to be bashed on that much, but I can understand why I get it. I am a public figure putting my opinions and certain facts out there. Not everybody wants to hear my opinion. Not everybody wants to see what I talk about or how I feel about certain things. Or some people might not agree with me. And guess what? That's fine if you don't agree with me. I've always had this policy. If you disagree with me, feel free to leave it down in the comments, give me your argument, and we can have that talk. Now you may be like, but Smile, are you saying you should censor these people who are hating on her? I thought you were anti-censorship. I'm not anti-censorship. If you are threatening to harm an area, or targeting someone for their beliefs, maybe on that second one. But when you're telling someone to off themselves, that's when you get a ban, not even a ban, maybe a suspension. And if it continues to happen continuously, then the ban. That's what I would say. Because that's not needed for anyone's sake, but it is a fair point. I don't think that you should censor someone because of their ideas or beliefs. If you have an argument, if you have something to say, and you want to say it, then by all means say it, and we can have that discussion. I'm willing to have that discussion. All opinions are valid until proven invalid here. I will hear you out. And if we come to an agreement, that's great. Best case scenario on your end, I either say, oh, you're right, I'm wrong, my bad. I'll change that in the video, or I'll make a video explaining, hey guys, I'm wrong, my bad. Or, worst case scenario, I say, I get where you're coming from, or I don't get where you're coming from, but I can understand you have that opinion, and I will respect that. Boom. That's all you have to do. That is all you have to do. Yet we get into this one side versus the other, and it gets on my freaking nerves.
And taunting her over recent deaths of her sister and dog. Hol dat cracker. When they're hardly going to hire a racist like yourself to play. Oh, this was another thing that they all get obsessed with. They all think I want to play rogue. Like, that's how fucking stupid they are. And this was the person that, like, memed my dog. That was in that other video that I referenced earlier. This person didn't even reference the right dog that passed away. He referenced Tulip, and it wasn't Tulip that died. It was my family pug, and she died a while ago, and they decided to bring that up because they're stupid. But it's like, I have never once expressed any interest in acting, because guess what? Mind blown. I don't have any interest in acting. This is why your dog died. If you go off Twitter and didn't neglect your dog, it might still be alive. Feed your dog first. Dead emoji.
You know, I was going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they might have an argument. I really was. But when you bring in somebody's family and their dog, you have no argument. That's when you know you've won the argument. When they bring up ad hominems, when they bring up moments in your life that are pretty painful, just to try to get under your skin, that's when you know. That's when you know you've won. I could tell you that's uncalled for. That's just wrong. And it is, quite frankly. That is wrong, uncalled for, and rude. And there was so many more things like that in the comments of her, not the comments of her video, but in the tweets and everything that I can't show for time's sake. But do you see this? Do you see this? This is such a common issue with YouTubers who try to express their opinions. It genuinely is. I'm telling you, if I went to go further into my own opinions on my videos, which I genuinely would do, if I knew I had the people to back me. If I had the YouTube subscribers and genuine fans that could back me long enough, or forever, generally speaking, as long as I'm doing videos. If I had that amount of people that would watch my videos every day, make sure I'm doing alright, I'd feel more comfortable. Because I'd know I have a deep fan base that can help me out and watch my videos when I get possibly shadow banned for expressing opinions, or if I was to get the problem of, cancel culture. You know, those are some problems that YouTubers like me are going to face if I speak a huge amount of my own opinion. And it's a bit worrisome for creators such as myself. But I am giving you guys unfiltered, whenever I can, opinions. And people like that. So if people want to see more of that, they subscribe to it. Why do you think people like her are getting millions and millions of subs? It's because you're hearing opinions with evidence backed up. Do you see that difference? And I want to leave you guys with a quote from Star Wars Girl that really resonated with what you should do when the cancel culture comes at you. What you really should do. So let me play that and then I will head to the outro.
But guys, the only way to fight these people is, one, you don't let them affect you, and two, you have to laugh at them because it gets under their skin. Their whole goal is they're not going to listen to reason. There's no logic behind anything that they do. They don't care how fucking stupid they sound. They don't care about the bizarre things coming out of their mouth. The only way to fight these people is to laugh at them and tell them to go fuck themselves because they can't stand that. They're entitled children tweeting out on mommy and daddy's phone on internet that mommy and daddy pay for. None of them have any money. None of them have any power, which is why they get their, jingles from going off on people on the internet. It's not healthy. It's insane. It's bizarre. They need some serious mental help. But the only way to, fight it is to just laugh at them because they can't stand it and it gets under their skin more than anything. And that's why people like me and other people that speak out of this are as successful as we are, because we don't let it bother us and we tell them no, which they can't stand. And that's why we will win, and that's why we keep growing. But yeah,
You see, that's the point. When people like that who don't have an argument go and try to attack you, and you know that you are correct, don't try to reason with them. They don't have arguments. They don't have anything to say other than we don't like you. And that's what they're saying to that Star Wars girl. We don't like you. We don't want you around. So stop tweeting. But there's people that do. There's people that enjoy my content as little as I have of an impact. I have people who watch me every single day and enjoy my content. Heck, I had my 49th sub watch every video from that day till this very day. And that is why I continue to keep going. Because I have those real fans who watch every single video. And that's why I don't stop and why I won't stop. And if I am to one day have a decent enough chunk of daily viewers to where I feel comfortable enough that if I get canceled from the cancel culture, and I obviously double down, say I'm not dealing with that, you can do what you want, I don't care, I know I will still have my fan base that can sort of keep my money flowing, unless I do something obviously horrible. I mean, if I go outside and say, I don't know, freaking kick a puppy, I would want you guys mad at me. I would want that, because I kicked a puppy, that's horrible, I shouldn't do that. That would be okay. But typing LOL on something is not okay. Like, getting mad at somebody for that is not okay. But I do hope you enjoyed that video. I am going to be remodeling my channel, obviously. I have said that in a channel updates. That sort of style is something I might try later on. See how well it works. But with all that being said, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. I worked extra hard to make it seem as good as possible. And Yo Man Smile is over and out. Peace.